we're going to talk about mindfulness and meditation. Motherhood is demanding, and constant multitasking puts the brain in a state of chronic stress. When my anxiety was at its worst, it felt like I was in a race. A race in the morning to get everyone ready and out the door. A race at work to meet the constant demands all day long. A race when I got home to get the kids fed, bathed, and ready for bed. A race on the weekends to finish all the piled up dishes and laundry. I was in constant go mode, and it felt like I was in survival mode and that we were barely surviving. But that was all in my head. My husband and kids were happy and content. We were in the same home, but the chaos was only in my head. What I've learned now is that this was my brain. My brain had been in chronic stress mode for so long that was its normal state. My basal ganglia, which is the brain center for anxiety, became overactive, leading to irritability, anxiety, and exhaustion. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's control center, weakened under stress, making patience and focus harder. Cortisol, the stress hormone, stayed elevated, leading to fatigue, forgetfulness, and emotional reactivity. With all of this, my sleep was greatly impacted, with most nights only getting 4 to 5 hours of sleep. When I discovered Dr. Amen, I knew that it was not me, it was my brain. I started to prioritize brain health, and I saw these symptoms dissipate. I actually have less time now than I ever did with a new job, requiring more hours at work and a longer commute. I'm also starting a mental health ministry at church and starting to teach brain health on the side. But I am calm, I am at peace, and I am happy. This is the beauty of neuroplasticity and brain health. I have been in high stress mode since high school, and in a year I have rewired my brain to end that. It takes all pillars, biological, psychological, social, and spiritual, but meditation and mindfulness was a key piece in reducing my anxiety. Supplements, sleep, and exercise will make a huge difference, but for me, practicing meditation and mindfulness was a must for me to see dramatic improvements. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is the practice of intentionally focusing on the present moment without judgment. Studies have proven that mindfulness and meditation reduce neural activity in the basal ganglia, which means less anxiety. Mindfulness also strengthens the prefrontal cortex, leading to better emotional control and decision making. It also increases the gray matter in the anterior cingulate gyrus, enhancing cognitive flexibility and emotional regulation. And it lowers cortisol levels, reducing stress and improving energy. But how do you do that as a busy mom? Here's a list of practical ways to incorporate mindfulness without adding to your to-do list. Instead of thinking of this mindfulness as something extra to do, try weaving it into your existing routine. Practice being present in everyday moments. When you're washing the dishes, feel the warm water and notice the bubbles. When you're drinking coffee, smell the aroma and feel the warmth, and slowly take a sip. Hugging a child, fully embrace the moment, feel their warmth and smell their hair. At a red light, take this moment to not just pause your car, but to pause your body. Take a breath, wiggle your toes, and feel present. Brushing your teeth, feel the bristles, notice the taste, and listen to the sound. Showering, pay attention to the sensation of the water. How does it feel? How does it sound? Folding laundry, feel the texture of the fabrics. Waiting in line, instead of checking your phone, notice your breath. Name your emotions in the moment. Practice being aware of your emotions by labeling it. This will help target that prefrontal cortex instead of having an emotional response. Practice mindful listening, When your child or partner speaks, fully listen instead of multitasking. And end the day with gratitude. As you lay in bed, think of one small thing that went well today and all that you are thankful for. Mindfulness isn't about adding more, it's about experiencing everything more fully. By bringing awareness to your everyday moments, you naturally feel less rushed, more present, and less overwhelmed, without adding anything to your to-do list. Some other ways to practice throughout the day is mindful breathing, mindful awareness. You could practice with your 5 senses. I actually used this when I was in the ER with my son. He had cut his head open, and I focused on the sounds around me. There was a machine with a constant hum, and I focused on that hum, and it kept me calm and grounded in a very stressful and scary situation. Body scan meditation. Notice tension in your body and relax each area. You can start at the top or the bottom and work your way up or down. And gratitude shift. Name one thing going right in your day to activate positive brain circuits. When we practice meditation or mindfulness, it is common to focus on the breath, because the breath is constant no matter where we are or what we do. Also, a certain kind of breathing has a direct impact to the brain. Diaphragmatic breathing. It is deep belly breathing, and it directly calms the nervous system. Inhales activate the vagus nerve, signaling the brain to reduce stress hormones. Exhales extend the parasympathetic response, creating a sense of calm. The length of your breath is not as important. Some experts say to exhale longer than your inhale. So you can maybe do 6 breaths, 6 seconds in and out for 9. You could also try a box breathing practice if you like structure. You could do 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, 4 seconds out, then hold for 4 seconds, and repeat.